New at 4, a program run out of the federal detention center in Western New York is being used as a model for other states looking to revamp their legal representation for immigrants.
Now, this program is part of the governor's Liberty Defense Project. News 4's Ali Ingersoll is looking into it.
Inside of this federal detention center, there are more than 500 beds, and usually they're always filled with people awaiting immigration status hearings.
The stakes are really high.
That's because if someone loses their trial here, they could be deported.
It's more complex, I would say, than criminal law, and in criminal law, we always give people a lawyer.
In every other state, people awaiting deportation proceedings aren't guaranteed legal representation. They're allowed to retain a private attorney if they can afford one, but nearly 60% of those in detention centers can't. And the government doesn't cover fees. New York State now does after the governor allocated $4 million to the New York Immigration Family Unity Project, making this the first state in the nation which has universal representation.
When somebody's in detention, they don't have access to the records even, and cases move very quickly.
The people that we serve wouldn't have a chance otherwise.
Ramon Irizarry is a supervising attorney for the Erie County Bar Association Volunteer Lawyer Project. He oversees the Batavia-based office, which handles these immigration cases. Over the last year, they've picked up more than 300 clients.
We were the first friendly faces that they were able to speak with.
The lead attorney says over the last few months, they've seen some serious changes, a shift in the detention center population. Finding more people who have been in the U.S. long-term are now awaiting deportation hearings.
We're dealing with people who don't even speak English. How are they supposed to know that they have the right to do any of this unless there's somebody there to explain these rights to them, or unless there's somebody standing by their side and fighting with them?
Irizarry says they're here to teach people their rights and to fight for and with them. According to a study completed by the Vera Project, when a person has a lawyer present during court proceedings, the case moves faster and people stay out of the detention center for longer periods of time, which is saving taxpayers money. Additionally, the success rate increases by more than 1,000%. And due to this success rate, other states are now looking at New York and modeling their own universal representation projects off of what they're seeing these Batavia-based lawyers do every day.
It's people that just want to live. That's it. I think that everybody deserves that opportunity.
Over the last 10 months, the office Irizarry is leading has had dozens of victories and success stories, reuniting families from all over.
It seems like every time it's the best day of my career.
The supervising attorney has gifts from some of his clients which he has helped, like this clock, which is hanging on his wall. One of his clients from Honduras sent it to him around Thanksgiving time. He doesn't do this work for gifts, though. He does it for the people he's representing.
We're making a difference in people's lives, and we're proud. We're proud to do that.
In Batavia, Ali Ingersoll, News 4.